Okay. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They go play action with Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 43. Check.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And here come the Redskins now. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Hey, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Go. Mike, check.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Come off the ball. Hard. Check. Slam. Kill. Jam. On the ball.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. Flush to his right. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid.
And he'll go down. The the Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Trubisky to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Check it out. 180. Lock in, lock in. Defense all day, all day.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Check Mike, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, Alpha. Hey, what's the ball?
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six, eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky, throwing the out route and complete. That's Patterson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Trubisky will throw. And this will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5 now. Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check, crunch. Check 15, check.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
A reminder that we kick off Week 4 on Thursday night. A good one in Lambeau. Eagles and Packers, two teams with eyes on the playoffs this year in the NFC. Coverage starting at 8:20 Eastern. And hard to believe it, we also have a couple of teams coming up on a bye week already in Week 4, the Jets and the Niners. And the drive starts with a completion, left side. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Mike, check, 59. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike, head up.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Kimdichie. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Haskins. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 3.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
We got this.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check. First down.
They go play action now. Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1.
Hey, box truck.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cohen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field and just...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On first down, Thompson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 59, Mike is on 3. Watch the out. Check. SOS.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Trubisky. Left side caught by Diggs. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Chicago. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rush in.
On first down, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
They give it here to Thompson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
17 yards that time and a Washington first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hand off to Thompson. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Caught on the right side, Reed. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's got Peak. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike, check, 59.
Here's Haskins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
51 to Mike. Go, Mike. 18.
Now Trubisky. Whoosh. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. The 20, 10, Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 81 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Kimdichie, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To try again after the sack. Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cohen. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Check. Ran. Hey, Charlie. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, check. Mike 51. Hey, pick your game up.
On first down, Trubisky. It's complete to Diggs. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch out. Hey, high 7.
Again, it's Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Mike 51. Don't let him breathe. Play that top D. Alert. 51's the Mike. 65.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready. Check. Let's go. Check. 22, check. Velma. 22, check. Velma. Ship. Watch the ship. Check 31. Slow.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Alert, 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 alert!
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
The throw over the middle taken in. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check Mike. Blue. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cohen. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go, D. Check Mike, man. Hey, exit.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Trubisky to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. It's 59. Mike to 59. Mike, check. 59. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's coming. Anyway. We got double up.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
What we got?
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit it here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going